I'm Selena Hill, the digital editor at Black Enterprise, and I'm here with a very special guest with us. We got the one and only Houston's finest Slim Thug, the original boss in the house, literally.
What's going down? Yeah,
How's it going?
I'm good. Yeah, as good as I can be, at least. Yeah,
Well, you look good. You sound good.
I feel good actually. I feel like I'm back to normal now, but at the end of the day, I'm still, on quarantine, chill. So I'm gonna just wait it out, man, and make sure until I get back to my doctor, get that test.
So for people who don't know, last week you made the announcement that you tested positive for COVID-19, and you've been even though you've been taking precautions. You weren't really outside all month. You were using gloves, masks, practicing social distancing, but you still caught it. How are you recovering from everything?
I feel good, hopefully, that the it's gone, and I'm over it already. But you never know, so I'm just chilling. Like I said, I'm gonna just self quarantine till I get back to my doctor. But as far as symptoms, I never felt a whole like a heavy hit from the COVID or whatever. Like I see other people going through. Like I never was hospitalized or nothing like that. I never was stuck in the bed. I just had mild symptoms, just like a headache, fever, shortness of breath, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I was good. I always been moving around, never been stuck in the bed or nothing. So it didn't hit me as hard as it hit other folks. But I see a lot of like Scarface. It seemed like it hit them a lot harder.
And you think that's because you were already working out and keeping your body in shape? You think that played a role?
I think that definitely played a role. I usually run 3 miles, go to the gym, and box every day. I got high blood pressure, so I try to like stay, what I'm saying, on top of my fitness. And it's just a hobby for me. I love running and working out and boxing. So that's natural for me to do. Also, I've been trying a lot of stuff. Like I've been trying the medicine. They said I had a Z-Pack and that hydrochlor, whatever. And then I've been on a lot of like herbs and stuff that people brought me and turmeric tea and all kind of stuff people been telling me to try, inhaling orange peels, everything. I've been doing it all.
And you feel like it's worked and you feel much better, you're not showing any symptoms, you're
I
feeling
definitely feel
100.
a lot better. Maybe still a little shortness of breath, not a lot though. It's not like nothing, not crazy or nothing. But like I said, it never was too crazy for me. The top of my throat was kind of tight at first. It don't feel tight no more though. So I definitely feel like I got better.
What's the first thing you're gonna do once this whole coronavirus mess comes to an end and we're free to get out the house? What do you want to do?
Man, get in my drop top and just hit some blocks, and hopefully the weather is good as it is now, and I'm not missing out on this, But I just can't wait to ride in one of my old schools and get back to messing with my cars. So that's what I look forward to. Really, like stuck at home is I never stay home, so I've been actually enjoying it and been getting stuff done and taking advantage of the opportunity to be able to sit home and work from home. So I haven't really I'm the type of person who always gonna find a good in every situation. So it's kind of hard to make me be down or sad or mad, So I just kind of like work my way through whatever. But I feel good though, I'm just thankful that I didn't have to go through so much, like I see other people going through. It's sad.
Mhm. I mean, you mentioned Scarface, one of your good friends. He's also on your new album. He did a video where he said at one point he felt like he was gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
and to me, he's representing how a lot of people feel. We see the death rates going up. Thank God it looks like he's pushing through. But were you concerned at all for him and maybe some other people?
For me or for him?
For him and for yourself
Me?
too.
You say what?
For him.
So for him, oh yeah, when I first heard his voice, when I said I had it, he hit me up and he sounded bad, man. He sounded real bad. I was very concerned. And I was like, man, because he ain't tell me, okay, it's cool to tell nobody, so I ain't tell nobody. But I was telling my friends, like, my close friends, like, hey, man, face sound bad, man. I was worried for him. I prayed for him. And he hit me the next day and say he did have COVID. So, you know, so that was sad, man. I was a little scared, you know, and then he said he going back to the hospital the other day. I seen on live, so that's good, you know. And then when I seen him talking the other day on live, he sounded a lot better than when I first talked to him. So he obviously doing something that's helping him, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. But he has asthma and stuff like that, so you know it hit people like that harder.
For anyone who is showing symptoms or may test positive, what remedies would you suggest to them? Maybe I know you tried so many different things. Is there one thing in particular that you think really worked for you that you would suggest to others?
Well, off top, I took that medicine. I had a Z-Pack and that hydrochlor, whatever that is, and then I did the immune system stuff. I've been eating all the different herbs: oregano oil, black seed oil, spirilla, Coachella, all kind of stuff. It's so many
Perfect,
different.
zinc, all of it.
Yeah, all that turmeric tea.
Yep.
I've been on that. The orange pills for when you can't breathe. Steaming, you know, inhaling the steam from orange pills and sea salt and onions, I think, in there. So it's like I just been really trying all of the above, and I feel like it all was good for me. You know, drinking hot liquids on a regular, staying up on vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping your immune system intact, mainly. You know, because really you just got to kind of fight it off yourself. Your body got to fight it off itself.
And
It's a real cure yet, you know?
I feel like one of the hardest lessons we're learning from the coronavirus is health. You know, some of us take it seriously, but not enough of us do. And it's at times like this where it really makes a difference. You know, if you are someone who eats fruits and vegetables and works out, your chances of surviving this are so much more increased. What would you tell people in our community in particular about taking care of their bodies and their health?
Health is wealth. Like it could have been the difference in me, you know, being in the hospital bed right now than just feeling mild symptoms. So, you know what I'm saying? It's important that you take care of yourself. That's actually the most important thing you can do is take care of yourself. A lot of people think bills, it's crazy how people be. I talked to my homeboy, he told me, man, I say, man, you being careful out there. He told me, man, you know, I got to pay this bill. You know? I say, man, them bills is not more important than your life. You know what I'm saying? And people got to realize that. Like, I understand that, you know, you got to live and you got to, you know, take care of you on that end of it, you know, but at the end of the day, your health is way more important than anything, you know, bills or anything. So, you know, you got to protect yourself. You don't want to put yourself out there and end up in this situation.
Absolutely. And I know as soon as you started showing those symptoms, you went straight to the doctor, you had the test. Can you walk us through that process a little bit?
Yeah, I'm like I tell everybody, I'm like a hypochondriac. Like whenever it's any issue, I jump and go to the doctor. So when I first told my sister to set me up an appointment, and she didn't really kind of believe me. She thought I was just, you know, being paranoid or whatever, because, you know, I'm known for being like that. So it was shocking to her too when I found out that I had it, you know, but it was just simple, man. That weekend when I felt those symptoms, I don't play, man. I hit up my sister, said I need an appointment. I hit her again that Monday morning, like you set it up. She called the doctor. They told me come in. I went in at 9:15. Just walked in. They swabbed both of my nostrils with like a little like a hard Q-tip. And that was it. It was a little uncomfortable. It wasn't unbearable or nothing like that. You know, I just kind of, you know, just let them do that and that was over. We left and the next day I got my results.
You know, that also brings us to another issue, especially in our community when it comes to health insurance. You know, something else we have to take seriously. Fortunately for you, you have a personal doctor. You know, you made that appointment, you were able to walk right in. You know, why is it again so important to push health insurance for those in our community?
That's another thing. If you ain't, a lot of people, you got to be on top of your health, especially if you don't have health insurance, you know, because if something like this was to happen, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason to stay on top of your health. But health insurance is very important. I know it's expensive. I always say that, you know, so I understand why people be like, nah, I don't got it. you know, but at the end of the day, we got to figure that out. That got to be a United States thing. We got to figure out where everybody can be covered, because you never know when stuff like this will happen. So it's important you have health insurance and take care of yourself.
Do you think the government should provide everyone with universal health insurance?
I definitely think so. I think if we gonna be the best country in the world, then we definitely have to have free health care for everybody. I feel like it should be like that. It shouldn't be nobody worried about money when their life is on the line, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know, you've been in solitude for weeks now. I feel like a lot of us are reflecting on, you know, different creative projects or maybe life itself. What's one of the biggest things you've learned during the past few weeks as you've had so much alone time?
The biggest thing I've learned, I don't know if I learned much. I just been really using this time to apply myself with different stuff I want to do, like making new music. I'm trying to map out the rest of my year and, you know, plan and plot everything else out. I've been DJing a lot, you know, just doing stuff like stuff I love doing that I don't get enough time to do when I'm always working. And just kind of just sitting back and reflecting, man, and understanding, you know, how real this COVID is, and how real life can be. And, you know, I'm just really trying to figure it out, man, like what I want to do, how I need to move, and what would be the best, you know, future for me. So I'm just trying to really just gather my mind together and just, you know, map out the rest of my life right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a perfect time to
Right.
map out your goals, figure it out.
Damn, Slim, you need a wife? Is this gonna take, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what you're thinking about?
I don't know what I'm thinking about all that. Yeah, what am I doing? Like, Slim, what's up? You about to be 40. What you gonna do? You can't be a player forever, you know, all that. You know, you gotta think about all that.
You do. You know, that's so funny that you brought that up, because a lot of people are also thinking about their families, making sure that they spend quality time. And if you are quarantining, you know, connect with them, give that person a phone call or video chat with those people that we normally don't have time to do. Are you doing that too?
Definitely. I'm definitely getting at people. Well, I ain't really been doing no macking or nothing. I just been talking to family and just, you know, my kids. I had 2 kids' birthdays passed during this quarantine, you know, who we couldn't celebrate yet. I can't wait till this is over. We can go out, you know, celebrate their birthdays and stuff. I'm just really just trying to get my mind right, man.
Yeah, I saw your son just turned 15.
Right.
He looks just like you.
Yeah, that's my boy. I got a younger son that just turned 8, so it's like,
Wow.
man, they getting big on me.
They definitely are. You know, even though you're in quarantine and spending this time alone, you still put out a new project.
Right.
You got to talk about Thug Life, because you had to do a virtual listening party
Yeah,
so that
right.
people can, you know, listen to the music. But why was it still important for you to put this project out, even at a time like this?
I feel like this project is perfect for these times. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of music people need. I think it'll definitely be something you can vibe to. You know, it's not the uppity talking about my cars and shit, you know, and all that there. It's real music talking about real life, and trying to motivate people and give them a sense of how I came up and how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like the different real stuff you go through trying to chase success, the betrayal, you know how you got to watch your back, everything like that. So I feel like it's perfect for these times, and I've been getting a lot of great feedback from it. Honestly, like I tell people, it's been overwhelming. And the listening party was amazing. A lot of cool people showed up, you know, who probably couldn't show up if I had a real listening party. So I've been enjoying it, man. I actually want to do a concert at the house, you know, for the album. So I might do that. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out if I can make it happen.
That'll be really dope. You should.
Right. I gotta figure out how to make it cool though. So I can do it.
Yeah, so with the project, you also had to put out a video, but obviously you couldn't shoot the video. So talk about how the new video you released was even made.
Well, it was a lyric. I had got with my guys, Twin Network, and when I figured out we couldn't, you know, we wouldn't be able to go out and actually shoot a video. So I got with them to come up with a lyric video for it. And they did a great job. I told them to add different stuff to it, you know, about what's going on with the corona and all that there. They executed that well. We had Tupac sampled on there, so I had the Thug Life is the name of the project, and he had a project called Thug Life. That's where I got the title from and everything. So, you know, I had paid homage to him on that video. It was beautiful, man. I ain't gonna lie, it came together perfect for me. And honestly, that wasn't the song I was gonna drop first, but due to the corona, I felt like that song best would fit what was going on in the world at the time. So, and it came together smooth. Everybody loved it, so I was real happy about it.
That song is spot on, and even the visual aspects. It starts off with news about coronavirus. We see different clips of like what's going on via CNN, and you see what's going on in the streets. So I think it was definitely very timely, and it was a good time to drop it. Some people might even think that you might have been doing like a little publicity stunt because
Right.
that's how, you know, what do you think about that? Because I mean, the timing was so
I've been seeing a lot of that. You know, a lot of people saying that, man, this plan, he got paid to promote this coronavirus and all that. It's crazy, man. But you know, I wouldn't dare play with a virus or wish none of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather sell no records than to catch a virus. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know, that's just I really it's real. But at the end of the day, man, people gonna think whatever they think, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But the people who really know me know I would never play like that.
Absolutely. And like you said, one of the themes you talked about on the album is success, dealing with the haters, and just like really reflecting on your life. What does success look like for Slim Thug at this stage of your life? And have you already reached how you define success?
I'm definitely never satisfied. I'm definitely never gonna feel like I'm there, you know, or whatever. I'm always be trying to, you know, chase new dreams and keep myself busy and keep myself doing something new. But I definitely feel blessed. You know, I'm definitely grateful. You know what I'm saying? So being from where I'm from, it's lonely because you don't have a lot of peers who might be doing how you doing, living how you living. You know, you're not born into money, so it's like you kind of separated from a lot of people who you grew up with, and like, and then when you're dealing with that, when you're dealing with, you know, you being the only successful person in the group or around, you know, a lot of people, that's when the betrayal come in. People try to, you know, take advantage of you, and you lose a lot of friendships and, you know, family members probably because you didn't buy them something or give them what they wanted. Everybody feels entitled, you know, at some point, you know, so you definitely lose a lot of loved ones, you know, with success. And it's painful at a lot of times. It's good and bad, though. I think everything is good and bad. That's how I look at life. Everything is good and bad.
That's real. And I think that a lot of us feel like that, especially in our communities. If you are the first one to go to college or the first one to get a steady job or a steady income or make it in the entertainment business, it almost feels like we have a burden on our back because we have to carry, you know, our neighborhoods, our families with us. And that could be very stressful, like you said, for you. You know, thank you for keeping that so real.
Yeah, that's just real life. I mean, anybody that go through it, whether you rap or whatever you do, if you do something, you know, successful, you just got to deal with that. That's just part of what come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it gets painful, you know, but at the same time, I enjoy it. I have my good days and you have your bad days.
You know, speaking of pain and success, today we're remembering the legacy of Nipsey Hussle. 1 year ago, we lost this legend. How would you say you remember his legacy? How would you define his legacy in hip hop and also as an entrepreneur?
Nipsey was a king in hip hop. He a rare person, you know, he a rare human being with so much positive influence. Like he had so much game to give, man. It's so sad that somebody like that passed. Somebody so positive, somebody with so many gems to share. You know what I'm saying? And not just rapping, you know, with music, he was amazing at rapping and a one of a kind type of artist. You know, that's the type of music I love. Music you can learn from, music that motivates you, music you can relate to, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get a lot of that. A lot of music is about turning up and having fun. You know, so you rarely get a real one like that. You know, that's like a Tupac, Nipsey Hussle. You know, it ain't really a lot of people you can name, you know, who make records like that and who make music to not just turn up and have fun in the club, but music with a message. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially in today's time, it's rare. You know, you got J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, but you know, it's not a whole lot of people who out here with a message. So I definitely miss his message. And he inspired me as an artist, and you know, just looking at interviews and inspired me in a lot of different ways. So I definitely miss him. I'm so grateful and thankful. We got to work together more than once, and got to share the stage. I have footage of that I just posted on Instagram. So you know, just to have those different memories with somebody who you really love is real, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I can just sit back and reflect on that. Today, I'm gonna just be listening to, you know, my Nipsey playlist, you know, and keeping it alive. And that's it, man. Just enjoying it.
Absolutely. He was definitely one of the realest in the game, the realest in hip hop. I know you also have a lot of thoughts about the state of hip hop today. We've really seen it evolve. It seems like you said, people with messages and people who are keeping it almost traditional in a sense, they're coming like far and few between. We don't have as many Nipsey Hussles as opposed to the turn up music that you just talked about. What would you say is that is something positive? Do you see like that means that this maybe represents growth in hip hop, or do you think there's a yearning for more of that old school traditional hip hop that Nipsey was actually giving us?
I think it's good to have all kind of hip hop. You know, like the young kids should do what young kids do, and then there should be some rappers like with a message too. You know, for people who searching for that. You know, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? I think hip hop is huge. Like I was telling somebody else, we need different genres in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like rock and roll, rock rap, R&B rap for the guys who make, you know, love songs. Message music, how guys like Nipsey, you know what I'm saying, for the ones like that. It's just so many different genres in music and hip hop, I think. But we definitely don't have enough Nipseys in the game, no. We definitely don't have enough. The young cats, it's a couple young guys spitting good, man, like, you know, that can be the next Nipsey Hussle or whatever, or even better, you know, probably. But at the end of the day, I definitely feel like as an OG, I definitely miss it. You know, I definitely want to hear more music with a message, you know what I'm saying, at my age.
I mean, isn't that the music you're creating, at least with your new project?
Even, is that what, man?
The music you're creating now and that message, is that the music you're creating now, the music you want
to That's definitely thug life from a Slim Thug standpoint. You know, that's my game. I'm giving game from Slim Thug standpoint, you know what I'm saying, about my life, how I got to where I'm at, how I move, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and just how to move, you know, in these type of times, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all that on the album. So it's definitely, I get a lot of feedback of people saying, man, you gave out so much game on this project and we really appreciate it, man. So that right, I don't have to, I'm not chart chasing. I'm not looking to be on the radio. I don't even think that when I make music. I'm not like, oh, let me make a song, this is gonna be my single. People be like, what's your single? I be like, man, I don't even think like that no more. Like, I don't even have no single. I just really go with a vibe of put a project together. I wanna put a solid project together that people can play and get a whole vibe from. You know, that's what I do when I make music at this point, and I love it. It's my favorite time because it ain't no pressure. You know, you can really just go in there and do what you wanna do, how you wanna do it, you know, and then like I say, when you do it like that, and then you get the feedback you was wishing you would get, it's so motivating, you know what I'm saying? And they give you self-confidence and make you want to keep doing it that way.
So what's next for Slim Thug?
Man, what's next? Slim gonna be on quarantine for a while. Outside of that, man, I'm just sitting my time out like I'm in the county or something. But I'm gonna just keep working, man. I like I said, I love making music. I love working on old schools. So I got an old school I'm working on right now. Like this is just I feel like I'm retired, you know. So I just feel like I just do that. You know, the fans keep me doing shows. Of course, we can't do them now, but I'm just ready to get back to normal life, man. I was so happy, you know, about a month ago when I was able to do all this. But now they still around my spring days. It's gonna be 100 degrees out here in a minute, and I'm not gonna be able to drive. I'm gonna be back on quarantine because it's so hot in Houston. It's over 100, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully, I get to catch a couple of these spring days.
Right, our fingers are crossed. We're definitely all looking forward to getting back outside, of course. But I want to thank you so much for your time, for sharing with us an update on your health, and giving us some insight about your new project. How can people find it?
Man, it's everywhere on our streaming devices. I mean, on streaming, you can go check it out anywhere. I didn't make no physical CDs or nothing. I feel like it's over for CDs, so I just, put it out there. But it's available on all streaming platforms. Check it out, man. Just listen to it one time. Even if you never heard my music before, I think if you listen to it one time, you'll catch a good vibe, young or old. Also, I got a YouTube page I want people to subscribe to. I'm working on right now. I do episodes of like basically showing my life, my different cars I collect, me going mudding, different things I do for fun. Like, it's definitely interesting. So go check that out, man. It's called Hog Life on my YouTube. Subscribe to Slim Thug on my YouTube, actually. My bad.
We definitely will. Thank you so much, Slim. We'll see you again. Stay safe and stay healthy.
All right. Have a good one.